Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Wednesday, August 28th, 2019. We've had quite a bit of rain today already. Started raining last night and pretty much rained through most of the night. It's still overcast now, as you can see, but it finally stopped raining. But that's alright, we gotta have a little bit of rain here and there, but not a bad day overall. So anyway, we're gonna jump right into topic here. Talking about living in fear, okay? And we're gonna bring up a couple of things. I want to talk about them. I had a couple of people talking about the last couple of videos that I put up, and I had some people say that I'm fear mongering. Okay, so what I want to explain to you guys is it's not about fear mongering. What I'm trying to do is I'm putting different scenarios out there that absolutely could happen, that are a possibility that they could happen, and how would it affect you. In the process, I'm trying to make you think. Okay, so I want everybody to question everything, and that's the ultimate goal of anything that I'm doing. Question it, analyze it, look it over, do your own research, figure it out. Okay, am I an expert on everything? Absolutely not. I'm giving you my opinion and sharing my thoughts with you. Okay, and I learn as much as I take in, or give out with different people in the comments, because people look at things from a different perspective. Some people have analytical minds, other people have other ways that they think and stuff like that. I'm just looking at the birds that are over there raising Cain. But anyway, so there's a lot of different ways to look at things, and everybody processes things differently. So when we look at a situation and we say, what are the possibilities of this? How would this play out? How would it happen? And then, I get people on there, oh, well, you're fear-mongering and stuff like that. Absolutely not. I don't fear-monger. I don't live in fear, okay? I had somebody else say to me, oh, well, you're hiding out. You're hiding out in the hills and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not hiding out. I still live my life. I still enjoy my life. But I put myself in a position, guys, and this was done absolutely 100% intentional, okay? I put myself in a position where when something happens, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, I put myself in a position where I can survive. My chances of survival are greatly increased where I'm at, with what I'm doing, with having my own power system. We had a power outage here in the area just the other day, and I absolutely, only way I knew about it is the internet was out. And so it was out for a couple hours, and then the power was back on and the internet came back on. But I had to call the internet company, and they said, oh, there's an outage in your area, and it should be taken care of within a reasonable time period. But then I had one of my neighbors call me and say that the power was out, and then later in that evening I heard my other neighbor over here turn on their generator. So we had our power. The reason that I do what I do is because I don't want to rely on the system. There's Mr. Abel. So again, it's not about hiding out and living in fear. I don't do either one of those, okay? I'm actually very, very happy, to be honest with you. I changed my entire life completely because I wanted peace of mind. I cannot even begin to tell you what a great feeling it is not to be afraid. When something happens, I will not react to something happening. I will act, because I have a game plan in place. I've got a thought process through with different scenarios of different things that possibly could happen, and I do have a game plan on what I do plan on doing. So the people, and the thing is, here, no matter what information I put out here, guys, okay, there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like it, doesn't agree with it, and stuff like that. But I want you, like I said, what I want you to realize is the information that I share with you guys and things like that, again, ultimately I want you to think, and I want you to process things for yourselves. We have gotten away from thinking for ourselves, and it's a terrible, terrible thing. Everybody lets somebody else do the thinking for them, and they just go, oh yeah, 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 and they parrot whatever they're hearing, and they don't do any of the research themselves. They don't look into things. They don't think about what if this happened or what if that scenario happened, okay? Somebody else added on to yesterday, again, as far as martial law went, they said control the power. And that's another great step, you know what I mean? And that's another great thing that I didn't even touch on when I was talking about that. They cut the power off to people too. So, I mean, again, there's all kinds of scenarios of things that can happen to get semblance of control. And I'm going to tell you what, people can talk all the toughness that they want, and they're going to do, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. None of us know what's going to happen until that situation happens. And honestly, most of the people out there, if they're unprepared, they're going to give up very, very easily. They're going to be very, very docile, and they're going to do what they're told. Okay, the minute that a group of people, let's say there's 100 people. Okay, let's go with a group of 100 people, and let's say you have a family, and they're coming and they're gonna take your stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, you shoot the first 5 or 6 of them, and I will guarantee you, the rest of them are definitely going to lose heart in what is happening. Guarantee it. You know, somebody had made the comment of, you know, seeing their best friend's head explode next to them by being shot, it's going to give them a different attitude, and it absolutely will. So, you know, people can say all the things that they want to say, and they can talk tough and say all kinds of stuff. And I'm not going to sit here and talk tough and tell you, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I do have a game plan. I do plan on taking care of business if I have to, you know. But again, it's, you know, I'm not looking to take over the government. I'm not looking to take over anything. I'm looking to survive whatever happens. That is my ultimate goal, to make sure the bugs are bad again, guys. It's just ridiculous. The goal is to survive, for me to survive, for my family to survive, for the people in my group to survive. That's my ultimate goal. That's what I'm trying to make sure happens. Good people need to survive whatever's coming. And the way that they do that is working together, banding together, being prepared as best that they possibly can be for whatever scenario is going to happen. So that's what I try to put out there. So people that are going to try to accuse me of fear porn obviously don't watch my videos, because I really don't do fear porn. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the sky is falling, you have to get ready now. What I do talk about is realistic things that are happening, like with food shortages, a very, very strong possibility because of what has happened in the Midwest with the farmers and the loss of crops, which will affect food prices. So I have said, food prices are definitely going to go up. So the best time to buy stuff is now. So if that's fear porn, then I am the king of fear porn, okay? So I wanted to kind of clarify a few of these things. But the thing, like I said, again, I don't live in fear. I'm actually very much enjoying my life. I love what I do. It's a lot less stressful than that grind and being behind the 8 ball constantly. And, you know, it sucks to live like that. And there's too many of us out there, guys, that are living that way, and they're not happy, okay? So why would you continue to do the same exact thing over and over and over again and expect a different outcome, okay? So if you're not happy in your situation, and I've talked about this, guys, if you are not happy in your situation, change your situation. If you are in a bad relationship and you're unhappy, just because the other person has money or, you know, financial means, that's not a good enough reason to stay, okay? Ever that is not a good enough reason to stay. But too many people, and I've seen it with women over and over and over again. I really haven't seen it with men, but I've seen it a lot with women, where they will stay in a bad situation because of financial security. And oh man, these freaking bugs. So that's why I walk around a lot too, because I'm trying to get away from the bugs. But they'll stay in a bad situation because of that financial security. They got kids, they got to get, you know, things taken care of. They're afraid to make that change. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. I made some huge changes in my life. Anybody that's watched my channel for any length of time knows I've made huge changes. But again, you have to make that step. You have to make that change. And if you do make that step and that change, then good things can come out of that if you're willing to take that chance. If you take no chances ever, nothing is ever going to change. So your situation, whatever it may be, guys, okay, if you are unhappy in that situation, your job sucks and you can't stand your job, you know what? Maybe it's time to look for a different job. By doing nothing but complaining and making no changes in your life, it's never going to change anything. So it's just kind of some stuff I wanted to share with you guys today, talk about, because like I said, I read every one of the comments, guys. I may not answer all the comments. There's no way I can answer all the comments. With as many comments as I get, I would spend hours and hours and hours online answering comments. So it's not feasible for me to answer all those comments. I try to jump in there and I'll answer comments here and there, but you know, but anyway, so like I try to really address things a lot of times, like more in the live chats, which, speaking of which, I will be doing my live stream tonight at 8 p.m. So please join me for that if you are interested. Again, I think what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about a little bit about fear and stuff like that tonight, I think, or not, people not thinking for themselves. I think that's what we're going to focus on, people not thinking for themselves. So we're going to talk about that more in depth tonight, and I try to really get into answer questions that people have in the chat. So that's where I really try to get into, you know, making sure I answer questions. And again, it depends on how many people we have in the chat. I mean, if I have 600 people in the chat, you know, I'm going to try to get to as many questions as I can. So, but I do try to, you know, make sure that I get in there and I talk to you guys and clear things up or whatever. So this, just wanted to let you guys know, I did pull 6 eggs out today so far from the chickens, 2 adult eggs, 4 of the pullet eggs, or juvenile eggs, if you will. And so that's what I got so far from the chickens so far today. And it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. So I'm sure there'll be more, but man, you should have heard them raising Cain in there earlier. I wish I had it on video. It was freaking hysterical. They're all complaining about who's going to be in what box. You can just tell. So they're very, very funny. But anyway, I did want to mention right now on my website, preppernurse1.com, we are still running the sale right now, 20% off of everything. So if you're looking to add to your freeze-dried foods, which we have Legacy Foods on the website, that is available, 20% off of everything on the website. Also, 20% off of t-shirts, coffee mugs, or bumper stickers. So if you are looking to, and I'm going to kick this around so you can see the bumper stickers, you know, we have these available. And it's a set of 3. So I got 1 on this side of the car, and I've showed you guys this before, but I got 1 right there, 1 on the other side, and then I also have the 1 down here on the bumper. And again, for people that are going to say, oh my God, you're giving your information away with your license plate. Anybody that hates me, guys, they already know what my license plate is. So I'll show you that a little closer there. So they already know, so I'm not worried about it, and but that's okay. So, but anyway, again, you know, so if you're looking to save on any of those, they are available on the website right now, 20% off of everything. Okay, so definitely take advantage of that. And like I said, guys, food is not going to be any cheaper than it is now. So if you're thinking about it and you've been thinking about it, it's a good time to get yourself a little stock up ahead of things. And freeze-dried food should be part of your whatever you're putting away. Okay, so also on the website we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community, which is totally free to join. It does not cost anything, but it's a great way to connect with like-minded people. If you're looking for people in your state or in your country that you sign up, it's very, very private. Anybody can't just come in and see what's going on there. You have to be registered, okay? And again, like I said, it's free, so it doesn't cost anything. So, but we have great message boards on there. They're always going all the time. People are always putting up new things. So it's a great way to connect with like-minded people again. So check that out for sure as well. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here for now. Please join me tonight for the live stream at 8 o'clock. I will look for you guys then, and we'll go from there. But I put up part 5 of the camper rebuild that Brian is doing for his 25-foot camper. I have a 27-foot on there is what I had for a couple of the videos, but it's actually a 25-foot camper. He's doing, oh man, these freaking bugs. He's doing that rebuild, okay? So I can't wait, guys. I'll be honest with you, for the first frost to come. I am so looking forward to it, because then these bugs will be done. But anyway, so I put that part, that went up earlier today, so you'll see that. Right now I still have 2 more of his videos, and he continues to make them as he's continuing to rebuild, so he's sending them to me. So I'm putting them up there so you can see. That camper will be back at the homestead here once he gets it squared away. So just, oh man, so you know as well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here because these bugs are driving me nuts. But remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so that's really important to remember that. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from getting there is yourself. Nobody else can stop you, okay? Stay focused, stay happy, stay away from negativity. And that makes a big, big difference. So I got to get off here. I'll see you guys tonight on the live stream at 8 o'clock. I'll talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.